Have you ever noticed how quickly the body changes after the age of 60? One year you feel strong enough to carry groceries, climb stairs, and walk without thinking. And then suddenly, your knees ache when you stand up. Your balance feels uncertain. Your legs become weaker. Even getting out of bed in the morning feels harder than it used to. And for many seniors, the most frightening part is not the pain itself. It's the fear of losing independence. Doctors often hear older adults say something heartbreaking. I don't want to become a burden to my family. That fear is very real. Because once mobility starts declining, everything changes. Walking becomes slower. Muscles shrink. Balance weakens. Falls become more dangerous. Energy disappears. And little by little, confidence fades too. But here's what many people over 60 don't realize. Aging alone is not the real reason the body becomes weak. In many cases, the real problem is inactivity. The human body is designed to move every single day. And when movement stops, the body begins to age much faster. The good news is this: you do not need expensive gym memberships, heavy weights, or intense workouts to stay strong after 60. In fact, some of the most powerful exercises for seniors are simple movements that can be done safely at home in just a few minutes a day. These movements help improve balance, strengthen muscles, protect the heart, reduce joint stiffness, improve circulation, and even support brain health. And today, we're going to talk about 5 essential exercises every senior should do daily after 60. These are the same types of movements physical therapists and senior health specialists often recommend to help older adults stay independent longer. Some of them may look simple at first, but their impact on the body can be life-changing. One of these exercises may even help reduce your risk of falling, something that sends millions of seniors to the hospital every year. Another can help strengthen the legs and hips, which are critical for walking safely as we age. And one gentle daily movement has been linked to better circulation, lower stiffness, and more energy throughout the day. So if you've been feeling weaker lately, if your legs feel tired, if your balance feels different, or if you simply want to keep your body strong and active for as long as possible, stay with me until the end of this video. Because these small daily habits could help you move with more confidence again. And before we continue, take a moment right now to think about this question. What is one physical activity you used to enjoy that has become harder over the years? Was it walking? Gardening? Playing with grandchildren? Traveling? Keep that thought in your mind, because by the end of this video, you may realize it's not too late to regain more strength than you think. The first exercise may surprise you because it doesn't involve complicated movements at all. It's simply walking. But not just casual wandering through the house. Intentional daily walking is one of the most powerful exercises for seniors over 60. Walking helps strengthen the heart, improve lung function, increase circulation, support joint flexibility, and maintain muscle strength in the legs and hips. Many seniors avoid walking because they believe pain means they should rest more. But in many cases, too much sitting actually makes stiffness worse. The body becomes tighter. Muscles weaken, blood flow slows down. That's why even short daily walks can create remarkable improvements over time. There was an older gentleman in his 70s who stopped walking regularly after retiring. At first, he thought he was simply taking it easy, but within 2 years, he noticed climbing stairs became exhausting. His balance worsened. His legs felt heavy. His doctor encouraged him to start walking just 10 minutes twice a day. Slowly, he increased his pace and distance. A few months later, he said something incredible. I finally feel like my body woke up again. That's the power of movement. The body responds when we use it. But walking alone is not enough. As we age, balance becomes equally important. And that brings us to the second essential exercise seniors should practice daily: balance training. Because one fall can change a life overnight. Many people don't realize balance is something that must be trained regularly, just like muscles. Tiny stabilizing muscles in the feet, ankles, hips, and core help keep us upright. But after 60, those muscles naturally weaken if they aren't used. The brain also becomes slower at reacting to sudden movements or uneven surfaces. Simple balance exercises, like standing on one foot while holding a chair, heel-to-toe walking, or slow sidestepping, can help retrain the body and improve stability. And studies have shown that older adults who practice balance exercises regularly often reduce their risk of falling significantly. Now here's something important most seniors never hear. Balance problems are not always caused by old age. Sometimes they're caused by weak leg muscles, poor posture, lack of movement, or fear itself. Yes, fear of falling can actually make balance worse because it causes the body to stiffen unnaturally. And in a moment, we'll talk about another exercise that directly targets one of the biggest hidden causes of weakness after 60: loss of muscle mass in the legs. One of the biggest mistakes many seniors make is believing weakness is simply something they must accept with age. But doctors and physical therapists now understand something very important. Muscle loss after 60 can often be slowed down and in some cases partially reversed with the right movements. That's why the third essential exercise is strength training for the legs and hips. Now don't let the words strength training scare you. This does not mean lifting heavy weights like a bodybuilder. In fact, some of the safest and most effective strength exercises for seniors use only body weight or light resistance. The goal is not to become muscular. The goal is to keep the body functional. Because after 60, strong legs are directly connected to independence. Think about almost every daily activity. Standing up from a chair, getting out of bed, walking to the bathroom at night, climbing stairs, carrying groceries. Even preventing a fall often depends on how quickly the leg muscles can react. One of the simplest and most powerful exercises seniors can do is the sit-to-stand movement. Sitting in a sturdy chair and slowly standing up without using the hands helps strengthen the thighs, hips, and core muscles. These are the exact muscles the body depends on for mobility. And here's what's fascinating. Research shows adults can lose up to 3 to 5% of muscle mass per decade after age 30. And the process often speeds up after 60, but muscles are incredibly responsive. Even gentle resistance exercises done consistently can stimulate the muscles to stay stronger longer. There was a woman in her late 60s who avoided exercise for years because she thought her knees were too old. She became nervous every time she used stairs. Eventually, her doctor recommended simple chair squats and light leg strengthening exercises 3 times a week. At first, she could barely do a few repetitions. But after several months, she noticed something emotional. She stopped grabbing the railing every time she climbed stairs. Her confidence returned before her strength fully did. And confidence matters more than many people realize. Because when seniors become afraid of movement, they often move less. Then muscles weaken faster, balance declines more. Energy drops, it becomes a dangerous cycle. That's why safe daily exercise is not only about the body, it's also about protecting confidence and freedom. Now here's another myth many older adults hear all the time. If your joints hurt, you should avoid exercise. In reality, gentle movement often helps joints more than constant rest. Of course, severe pain should always be discussed with a doctor. But for many seniors, stiffness comes from inactivity. Movement helps lubricate the joints, improve blood flow, and reduce tightness in surrounding muscles. That's why many people notice their body feels stiffest in the morning or after sitting too long. And that brings us to the fourth essential exercise seniors should do every day: stretching. Stretching may seem simple, but it becomes incredibly important after 60. Muscles naturally lose flexibility with age. Tendons become tighter. Posture changes. Many seniors begin leaning forward slightly without even noticing it. Over time, this affects walking, balance, breathing, and even energy levels. Gentle stretching helps maintain mobility and posture while reducing stiffness. Neck stretches, shoulder rolls, calf stretches, hamstring stretches, and gentle spinal movements can make daily activities feel easier and smoother. One overlooked benefit of stretching is circulation. When muscles remain tight and inactive, blood flow becomes less efficient. Gentle stretching encourages movement throughout the body and can help reduce that heavy, stiff feeling many older adults complain about. But stretching should never feel painful. A good stretch feels gentle and relieving, not sharp or aggressive. Seniors often make the mistake of bouncing or pushing too hard because they think more pain means more progress. In reality, slow and steady stretching is much safer and more effective. And there's another exercise many experts now consider essential after 60, not just for physical strength, but for protecting the brain and nervous system too. Surprisingly, this movement can improve posture, coordination, flexibility, and even reduce stress levels at the same time. We'll talk about that next, along with several daily habits that can make these exercises far more effective for seniors trying to stay active and independent. The fifth essential exercise may look gentle from the outside, but its effects on the body can be surprisingly powerful. And for many seniors, it becomes the exercise that finally helps them feel connected to their body again. It's gentle mobility movement practices like Tai Chi, slow controlled yoga, or simple coordinated body movements. Now some older adults immediately think, "That's not for me." But here's the truth, these slow movements are not about flexibility tricks or difficult poses. They're about retraining the body to move with control, stability, and awareness. As we age, the connection between the brain and body becomes extremely important. Coordination slows down. Reaction time changes. Posture weakens. Many falls happen not because a person lacks strength, but because the body reacts too slowly to a sudden shift in balance. Slow movement exercises help improve that connection. Tai Chi, for example, has been studied for years because of its benefits for seniors. The slow shifting movements help improve coordination, balance, posture, and body awareness while also calming the nervous system. Many older adults report feeling mentally calmer and physically steadier after practicing regularly. And here's something many people don't expect. Stress itself can worsen physical weakness. When the body stays tense and stressed for long periods, muscles tighten, sleep quality declines, inflammation may increase, and energy drops. That's why gentle mindful movement can help both physically and emotionally. Seniors often say they sleep better, breathe easier, and feel less anxious after adding these movements into their routine. But exercise alone is not enough. There are daily habits that either support these exercises or quietly cancel out their benefits. One of the biggest is sitting too long. Even seniors who exercise once a day can still experience stiffness and weakness if they remain seated for many hours afterward. The body needs regular movement throughout the day. Standing up every hour, walking around the house, stretching briefly, or moving the arms and legs helps keep circulation active. Hydration also matters far more than many older adults realize. As we age, the sense of thirst becomes weaker. Many seniors walk around mildly dehydrated without noticing it. Dehydration can increase fatigue, dizziness, muscle cramps, confusion, and even raise the risk of falls. Protein is another key factor many seniors overlook. After 60, the body becomes less efficient at maintaining muscle mass. That means older adults often need adequate protein intake to support muscle repair and strength. Foods like eggs, fish, yogurt, beans, chicken, and nuts can help support the muscles these exercises are trying to protect. And sleep. Sleep is when the body repairs itself. Poor sleep can worsen inflammation, reduce energy, increase balance problems, and weaken recovery. That's why staying active during the day often helps seniors sleep more deeply at night. Now here's a very important reminder. You do not need to perform these exercises perfectly to benefit from them. Consistency matters more than intensity. Some days your body may feel stronger. Some days it may feel tired. That's normal. The goal is not perfection. The goal is continuing to move. Even 5 or 10 minutes daily can begin changing the direction of your health over time. One common mistake many seniors make is trying to do too much too quickly. They become motivated, overdo it for several days, feel sore or discouraged, and stop completely. Slow progress is still progress. The body responds best to gentle consistency. And perhaps most importantly, never underestimate what movement does emotionally. When seniors begin moving better, they often begin living better too. They regain confidence walking outdoors. They feel safer climbing stairs. They become less afraid of falling. They start participating in life again instead of avoiding it. And in the final part, we're going to talk about something deeper than exercise itself. We'll talk about why movement is truly connected to dignity, independence, and quality of life after 60. And why it's never too late to start taking care of your body again. There's something deeply emotional about watching the body change with age. Many seniors quietly grieve the strength they once had. They remember carrying children in their arms, working long days without exhaustion, walking quickly without thinking twice about it. And then one day, simple movements suddenly feel difficult. But growing older does not mean giving up on your body. The truth is, the body continues responding to care and movement at every age. Maybe not exactly the same way it did at 30, but it still responds. Muscles still strengthen. Balance can still improve. Energy can still return. Confidence can still grow. And perhaps the most powerful thing about these exercises is not just what they do physically, it's what they protect emotionally. Because independence matters. Being able to stand up safely, walk through your home confidently, travel, cook, play with grandchildren, go outside without fear. These things may seem small to younger people, but after 60, they become priceless. That's why daily movement is not punishment. It's protection. Every gentle walk helps protect the heart and legs. Every balance exercise helps protect against dangerous falls. Every stretch helps protect flexibility and posture. Every strengthening movement helps protect independence. And every day you choose to move, you send your body a message. I'm not giving up on myself. And here's something important to remember if you're just starting. You are not behind. Many seniors believe it's too late to improve their health. But doctors often see older adults make remarkable progress after making small daily changes. Some begin walking again after years of inactivity. Some rebuild enough strength to stop depending so heavily on support rails or canes. Others simply regain the confidence to enjoy life again. Progress may happen slowly, but slowly is still forward. Imagine where your body could be 6 months from now if you began moving gently every single day starting today. Imagine waking up with less stiffness, feeling steadier on your feet, feeling more confident leaving the house, feeling stronger carrying groceries or climbing stairs. Those changes often begin with very small steps. And remember, consistency always beats intensity. You don't need painful workouts. You don't need perfection. You simply need regular movement, patience, and the willingness to keep going even on slower days. Your body has carried you through decades of life, through stress, work, heartbreak, responsibilities, and challenges. It deserves care now more than ever. So if this video encouraged you, start simple. Maybe take a short walk tomorrow morning. Practice standing from a chair a few times. Stretch gently before bed. Small habits repeated daily can create powerful changes over time. And most importantly, don't compare yourself to anyone else. Your journey is your own. If you found this video helpful, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone over 60 who may need this encouragement today. And in the comments below, tell me this. Which of these 5 exercises do you think your body needs the most right now? Because no matter your age, it's never too late to move better, feel stronger, and fight for your independence one day at a time.